There's a Wichita suburb that's adding a $500 million entertainment district. It has a booming job market. It offers homes that can be $50,000 cheaper than other comparable suburbs. Anyone is talking about it nowadays, but it's called Park City, and today I'm going to show you why it might be the most underrated place to live in all of Wichita right now. Hey, and real quick, before we dive into the video, if you want to stay in the loop on everything happening around Wichita, from weekend events to new restaurants and big local developments like what's happening in Park City, make sure you subscribe to my weekly email newsletter. I will drop a link down in the video description below. And coming up in this video, I'm going to show you where Park City is, what it's like to live there, and how much homes cost, and what this $500 million project could mean for the entire metro area. But if you're new here, my name is Caleb Claussen. I am your go-to real estate guide here in Wichita, Kansas. And after living here for 28 years, I've helped families buy their perfect home in all of the surrounding suburbs. And let me tell you, Park City is one that way too many people are sleeping on nowadays. So whether you're thinking about relocating, upgrading, or just curious how your neighborhood stacks up, this video is going to give you the real story on why Park City is one of the most underrated spots in the Wichita area and why it deserves a second look. All right, before we jump into all the exciting stuff happening today, let's rewind for a second, because where Park City started explains a lot of where it's headed in the future. Park City was founded in 1953 as a planned residential community just north of Wichita and officially became a city in 1980. Since then, it's grown steadily from about 6,000 residents in 1990 to about 8,000 today. It covers a little over 9 square miles in Sedgwick County, bordered by Wichita to the south and Valley Center to the north, with the Arkansas River flowing just nearby to the west. Historically, it's been developed in multiple phases, starting with residential growth in the early 50s through the 70s, and then modest expansion in the 80s and 90s, and then a wave of new homes in the early 2000s through the 2010s. And then fast forward to 2020 and on, it's having a full-blown economic boom with all sorts of new development. Which brings us to one of the largest advantages that Park City has, and that is the location. If you know anything about real estate, you know that the three most important things are the location, the location, and the location, and Park City absolutely crushes it in this category. It's just a 10-minute drive north of downtown Wichita with direct access to I-135, which makes your commute about as easy and stress-free as it gets if you're going into town. You can also be at Wichita State in just under 12 minutes, Townie Square on the east side in 15 minutes, and the airport out west in 22 minutes. Compare that to other popular suburbs like Andover or Derby, you're looking at 25 to 30 minutes minimum. That suddenly makes Park City look like a much better option. For example, I actually had a client move from South Wichita to Park City recently, and despite technically being further from downtown, their commute actually got shorter, so go figure. But hey, location is just the beginning, because something big is happening here economically that's turning this quiet little suburb into a serious player. Park City has grown a lot from just a residential community that commutes into town to its own economic powerhouse. A big turning point came in 2021 when Amazon announced a 140,000 square foot fulfillment center right off North Broadway. That one move created over 500 jobs for the area, from entry level all the way to management. And then Pratt Industries dropped a $200 million paper plant right here in town, bringing in another 100 high-paying positions. And as you'd expect, the commercial scene is waking up too, with new restaurants, shops, and service businesses that are popping up to meet all the new demand. I worked with another family that recently relocated here, where both parents landed jobs just within 5 minutes of their new home, and they cut their total daily commute by about an hour, which was a total game changer for them. And speaking of families, let's talk about the schools. But real quick, if you're enjoying this deep dive into Park City, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss one of my weekly videos where I talk about the Wichita real estate market. I've got a ton more of local insights and hidden gems that I'm planning to make videos for you in the future, so stay tuned. All right, let's talk about Park City's schools, because for a lot of families, this is going to be a make or break factor. Park City has got a unique setup. It's split between two solid school districts, which one of them is going to be the Wichita USD 259 district, and the other is Valley Center USD 262. You've got the Chisholm Trail Elementary School in the North Wichita district, and it's known for its passionate teachers and smaller class sizes. And the nearby Valley Center High School has over a 90% graduation rate, plus they're strong in college prep and tech programs. The Valley Center School District also leans hard into STEM with robotics programs and advanced science labs that are seriously impressive. One parent told me that schools were the deciding factor in their move, and they haven't looked back after moving to Park City. But as important as education is, it's just one piece of the lifestyle puzzle. So let's look at what it's actually like to live in Park City. And this is actually one of my favorite parts about Park City. It's got that perfect balance of small town charm and modern convenience. You've got a tight-knit community of around 8,000 people, Small enough to know your neighbors, but big enough to have everything you need. There's Hap McLean Park with big playgrounds, sports fields, and a ton of space for picnics and events. There's walking trails that weave throughout the town, and the streets are calm and peaceful, and kids actually play outside here. So imagine that. There's also a surprising amount of local restaurants and coffee shops and small businesses that give the city a cozy, community-driven vibe. One of my clients actually told me that they met more neighbors in their first month living in Park City than they did in 5 years at their last place, which says a lot. And here's the kicker, this quality of life actually doesn't come with a premium price tag yet. Let's talk housing, because if you're feeling priced out of places like Andover and Derby, Park City is gonna feel like a breath of fresh air. The median home value here is somewhere between $213,000 and $277,000, which is way more affordable than other nearby suburbs. Your dollar also stretches further, with the same budget getting you 20 to 30% more space compared to other areas. And here you'll find well-kept ranch-style homes from the 50s and 60s in the $150,000 to $200,000 range. New construction has also been booming in the last 5 years, with beautiful modern homes starting in the low $200,000s and often $30,000 to $50,000 less than comparable home plans in places like Andover and Mays. For example, I've seen 4-bed, 3-bath homes with over 2,000 square feet go for around $275,000 here in Park City, while the same floor plan in Andover can push over $300,000 easily. And if you're a first-time home buyer, you'll find starter homes in the $140,000 to $180,000 range. And let's not forget, lower property taxes, lower utilities, and an overall lower cost of living is a goal of the community. And that's just what's happening right now, but what's coming next is where things get really exciting. And this is what gets me fired up about this community, because Park City isn't just improving right now, it's completely transforming. And the first on the list is Park Center, which is a 48-acre mixed-use development that's going to serve as a new downtown-style hub for the area. We're talking residential buildings, retail, restaurants, and a central park designed for farmers markets, art shows, you name it. Construction kicked off on this project in July of 2024, with the first phase expected to wrap up in early 2026. And on top of that, there is the Champtown development, which is the $500 million development, and it's going to put Park City on the regional and national map. It's got some cool features like the Butterfly Wonderland and Odyssey Aquarium coming, which are attractions you normally only see in major cities. There's also a new hotel with indoor sports facilities, retail spaces, and there's gonna be job opportunities galore, like literally thousands. And the thing is, it's not just talk, you can actually see construction underway on these projects currently if you're driving around Park City today. So in conclusion, Park City offers affordable housing that still delivers on quality, a booming job market with major employers coming to the area, huge new developments already underway, strong schools and family-friendly amenities, and that tight-knit small town feel that everyone is looking for. So seriously, what's not to love about Park City in 2025? And look, when it comes to real estate, it's all about location and timing, and Park City has always had the location, but right now the timing is everything. With all this growth, investment, and energy being poured into Park City, it's easily on the fast track to becoming one of the hottest places to live in all of Wichita. And I bet 5 years from now, it's going to be a completely new community, and property values are probably going to reflect that as well. So if you're thinking about making a move to Park City or anywhere around Wichita, feel free to reach out to me. You can call, text, or email. My information will be provided in the description below. I help families make smart moves every day, and I'm happy to help you weigh your options and figure out the best path forward. And before you go, make sure to subscribe so you get notified about my next video, where I'll be covering what just might be the #1 suburb for all of Wichita. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.